Actually, I come from very small village from Bihar. Most of the people get rejected during that stage only. After those three rounds, like they hired only 3 people from India. Very few people got selected for next 2 rounds of interview. So I'm working on GPA, and especially on that, like I can't reveal on what part I'm working, but that has like really huge impact on the revenue, and it's very big thing.
Post the 3 rounds, how soon you got the result of those things, and walk us through the next steps.
Yeah, after those 3 rounds, again it took almost like 20 to 25 days to get the result. Like most of the people get rejected during that stage only, after those 3 rounds interview. So very few people got selected for next 2 rounds of interview. So I got called again that I got selected, and recruiter also said like generally what is the feedback that is on the positive side or on the negative side. Some tips also how I can improve in general, like not specific to me, but one good thing was like recruiter was calling me again after every round of interview, and she was guiding me also. Like she was telling, okay, like you should be positive, and she was motivating also, because it's a long journey. It started in Jan, ended in June, so it's a long journey. And I also had lots of uncertainty. Like there were a couple of offers which were coming to me, like, but I had to say no to them because of Google. So like there were lots of uncertainty, and so there was calling me, and she was telling me, motivating me, and telling me how to prepare and all. So that was really helpful. Then I got called for those 2 rounds, and then again, like I picked up some time slots to think about it, and then like those interview happened.
Yep. Again, walk us through some of the discussion topics and the focus areas for those interviews and how you went about that.
Yeah, one round of interview was mainly focused on like my profile. So my background and the kind of person I am. Like see going through my like school days, my bachelor's days, my like job days, what kind of products I have worked, what was my journey, how do I really think about a problem statement, how do I come up with solution, what is my motivation also, and also like a long term, short term, all those things, like my background and my character, they try to analyze in that round of interview. So that was like whole interview, 45-minute discussion. Another interview was on cross-functional collaboration part, and also like Googleyness part, and leadership related things. So that was also like the experiences, like the products on which I have worked on. Based on it, I tried to answer. Like there were lots of questions related to conflict resolution and all, dealing with uncertainty, like dealing with ambiguity. How do I deal with it? With some examples, I had to tell them.
Amazing. And folks, again, who are watching it maybe for the first time, so the leadership and the behavioral questions are something like on a situation-based questions, which are like, hey, tell me a time when you received negative feedback from your manager, or tell me a time when you failed in a project. And this is what some examples of leadership questions. And you have to take example from your past experience and talk it and walk through mostly about your learnings, how you went about that, and that's how you answer this kind of questions. Cool. Post that, I'm pretty sure you must have to wait for some more time to get update on the next steps.
Yeah. So after that, I like again after like 10-15 days, I got update that I have cleared that round as well. And then she sent me a assignment and gave me 3 days of time. And also gave some instruction on how to approach that thing. So that assignment was mainly on like product sense, product strategy, product analytics. All three were combined in. So one vision and mission statement was there for a product, and then I had to come up with the MVP, some GTM plans of it, autometrics and all I will measure. So all those things I had to do. One thing was like as it was very short time, we really can't do a lot of primary research at that point of time. So we rely a lot on secondary research, and quick.
Absolutely.
We have to come up to understand the insight. So the problem statement which I haven't faced that thing, and that was not even relevant to my type of people. So it was very challenging for me to understand the pain point of those kind of user. So actually, I have gone through a lot of YouTube channel, lot of reports and all to understand what pain point they actually face. Then only I can come up with some solution, right? Without understanding pain point, we can't come up with a solution. And then once I understood the pain point, then again like looked at like what should be the ideal solution. multiple prioritization of pain point, then multiple solution. How do I prioritize the solution? Then on the like what metrics we should be measuring on. Versioning also, like in MVP we should have these two feature. In first version we should have these we should add these 4 features. So complete roadmap from MVP to version 4 I have created. They asked for only MVP, but I have created for till fourth version, like what all versions should happen, and like what should be the approach to go into the market of each of the versions differently, and what issues can happen that time, and how they should be tackling that thing. So complete thing I have wrote there. And after that, like the recruiter actually went through my interview, and they have gone through in detail, like they have written point related to it, and they actually wrote like 5 to 6 questions they came up with on interview. And after that he started shooting questions like, okay, what will you why have you done this, why not this thing?
Yes.
A lot of discussion happened on that.
Was this in a form of a PPT or a Word file? How did you submitted your case study?
Yeah, it was on PPT, and there were restriction on slide also. So
Okay.
like we had to make it under 10 slides.
I think thanks a lot for calling that out, because I think one key takeaway which you mentioned about, especially in very limited time, like 3 days, we can't rely much on the primary research. We can't conduct more of a user interviews, but on the past secondary research and the reports and the YouTube videos, a lot of documentations and all, and especially your second point where like you haven't used the product. How do you can even empathize or come up with the pain points? So that's also you have to rely on others' opinion to come up your own set of problem statement and pain points. Cool. So
One more.
yes, yeah.
So
go ahead.
we'll add here is like I didn't directly created that slide itself. So like I first did documenting that I was writing. So I wrote like document of like 30 to 40 pages. Then I compiled to it. So that was like helpful. If I would have started just with slide they have written like what section they want. But if
Yes.
I have started with that, then I would not have got chance to think out of the box. So I actually didn't even follow the sequence which were given in the slide. So I came up with my own sequence, and I confirmed with recruiter also, can I follow this kind of sequence? In PPT, this sequence is given. So she said like, yes, I can follow my own sequence. And then I cleared that PPT. I created my own sequence. Then summarized those 30 to 40 pages into like 10 pages slide, and then submitted it.
I think great call out, Pravince, because I think that kind of in-depth research would help you analyze the problem in a lot better way, instead of following a template where you just have to fill out the sections. And rather than doing that, you had your own approach. So good call out, and kudos to you, even with checking with the interviewers in a very short amount of time. And yeah, these are the kind of exceptional stories which would definitely inspire a lot of folks, carving your own way out in this kind of situations. So how excited were you when post all these things, you heard back the results, and walk us through that? I mean, definitely would love to capture your final success stories.
Yeah. So actually, I come from very small village from Bihar. So for me and for my family, it was a very big deal to like I cracked Google, and especially APM programs. Like they hired only 3 people from India, so they are very choosy. So like it was very big thing for me that I have cracked this role, and I know like what perks I'll get. So I was like really exciting. Even my college people were really exciting. Like my professors were like really happy for this. They gave party and all for me. So it was really good. Yeah. And I now I have like joined Google. Like I see here like why like this place is very special. Like the support I'm getting here is amazing. This kind of place I really wanted to work from a long time. And like I'm getting mentors, even like I'm getting management coach also, like part of Google from external people who are who can help me in like my personal goal and professional goal. So I'm getting that also. I'm getting APM buddies and all. Like in overall, they hired approximately like 45 to people, and they all are like really exceptional. And we do a lot of chatting and all in our group. We have meetings and all to like, and those people are like really talented. I am learning a lot from them. So that is like a really exciting thing for me. Even sorry.
No,
Yeah.
go ahead. Please complete your thoughts.
Even we get like alumni buddy also. So like alumni advisor, he is guiding me a lot on like he is like 2-3 years senior than me, and guiding me on how to navigate through it. And even the products which I have got, like I have like really exciting thing for me. Like I know like what perks I will get. So I to work is not some side product or some small product. It's like really big
Yes.
product which have like really huge impact on the market and direct impact on the revenue. So I'm working on GPay, and especially on that, like I can't reveal on what part I'm working on, but that has like really huge impact on the revenue, and it's very big thing. Like I didn't imagine like as a APM I'll get so much of responsibility, but like I'm getting a huge responsibility and I'm enjoying this part a lot.
Awesome. I'm so happy to hear this out from you, Pravince. And yeah, I think that's a big milestone which you have achieved. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people, other people would be also dreaming about these things. And this video might help in some way to share your story and inspire them to reach in max out their potential. Cool. I mean, just thank you again for coming to this channel, walking your entire journey with the folks. Before we wind up, I just one small thing to check with you on your preparation journey, right? I think all these things were amazing, but how did you even prepare about all these things? Any tips, guidance, suggestions that you want to share?
Yeah, sure. So, what was my preparation journey was like first I was into three sections. So first one was having the basic understanding that came from my coursework which I was going through as a master's, the products which I have worked on. So by that I understood, okay, what is the role of a product manager, how to work on a product, how to launch in the market. All those things came practically from that thing. So that was the first thing. Second one was like giving mock interviews. So I used Exponent a lot, peer mock interview. So I connected with PMs from Tesla, from Okta, from Amazon, and
Wow.
all big companies, and they really gave a very good insight on how I can improve and all. So I met even amazing people there, and they continued guiding me there. So that mock interview really helped me. Personally, I don't enjoy book a lot. I like there are a lot of books in the market which is around this situation, but I didn't follow any of them. Mainly like background understanding, then mock interviews, and I kept working on those feedback also. I didn't give so many mock interviews. I only gave like 10 to 12 mock interviews. Other people, I know like people who have given like 30 to 40 mock interviews as well. I mainly focus on like 10 to 12 mock interviews. And after each of the mock interview, I used to analyze on like the feedback which I got. Should I actually work on this feedback or not? First, I need years to decide it, because there can be some feedback we should not be working on. We should be deciding that thing. Once I have understood like I really should be working on this feedback, then I used to work on it. I used to watch lots of mock interview. Even I have seen like interview experiences and all from your YouTube channel also, which were very helpful, and lots of mock interview videos I have seen. So that was like very helpful to understand like how to actually convey my point, how to disagree, how to agree.
Yeah.
So all those things were very critical. And then I try to understood the company perspective. So I try to Google a lot, like what is their vision, mission, what are the product lines they have, what is their next 10 years target, 15-year target, how is their culture, how do they think, and all those things I try to understand. Even like the other interviews which I got, the offers which I got like from two companies, Real PhD Mart, or I did the similar thing. Even I try to use their product a lot. Actually, I went through their Play Store reviews and all to understand where people are actually struggling and all. I was those insight in the interview. So those were like really helpful for me.
Amazing. And this prep guide is like very intense, and thanks a lot for sharing it. Again, calling out few takeaways for me, especially was the mock interview, because you might be a great PM altogether. You might have a great product sense altogether, but in that 45 minutes of time, bringing out the best version of you, it will only help if you practice a lot of mock interviews. And there is no shortcut for that. Even if you watch a lot of YouTube videos, read books, and have been a great PM, but that 45-minute duration is a different war altogether, and you need to prep for that, and only way is through mock interviews. And the second part, which I really loved about it, while doing this kind of mock interviews, you would receive a lot of different feedbacks from different type of people, and it's all of their part of their style. There is nothing called wrong or right. You just have to come up with your own style, and the kind of feedback you want to take and improve on it. And yeah, so that judgment, which one should I listen, which style should I follow, makes a lot of difference during the interviews.
Okay, I completely agree with all this.
Amazing. I think we are towards the end of the video. Pravince, it has been really wonderful talking to you, knowing your journey, and congratulations again for cracking the Google interviews as a product manager, as an associate product manager. Before we wrap up the video, do you have any final advice for the audience?
Yeah. Thank you so much for first inviting me for this interview. I really enjoyed the conversation with you. Thank you so much. So coming to like the feedback, which I should say is like to first understand, like, do you really want to get into product management, or are you just coming here because like it's trendy thing right now? So if but first find out your motivation behind product management. If that is clear, remaining part become very easy. A lot of conversation will become very easy, and try to get some practical experience related to product management before coming to the job. What do I mean by it? You don't actually have to go into company and work as a product manager and get title as a product manager to get the experience. There are different ways. Like for example, if let's say if you are starting your own YouTube channel, that itself can be your product. You are understanding the customer requirement. You are analyzing that. You are prioritizing, and then thinking about the video. You are then making that video, executing it, then publishing it, and then spreading it out. That go to market. So this itself is a like product management role. You don't have to actually get practical experience. There's a lot of way to get those kind of experience, and that really helps. I'll not suggest to follow some like shortcut method to crack product management. Okay, these are the 3 steps to follow. They are forced. I don't do this, and get some practical experience. Spend 3-4 months to get the practical experience, and after that, rest thing will become very easy. Like creating your own famous and all those will come with your own experiences and all. And give mock interview a lot. Like that really helps, and give quality mock interview, not like mock interview with random person. So give people who have actually cracked those roles and who know how to give the feedback. So take feedback from them and understand the company products and strength and weakness really well. For that, whatever you have to do that thing, talking with their customer, their employee, to understand like what is their like next vision and mission, and try to modify your answer according to that during the interview, and try to say so that you are really culturally according to the.
Amazing. Thanks a lot, Pravince, again for sharing this. I assume that the Google APM program might be reopening again next year as well. Is that true?
Yes. Again, like application will start in like November, December this year. And
oh wow, I think then this video is right on time. It's already September when we are recording this video, and folks, make the best out of it. And we wish you all the best for cracking your next TM interviews. And thanks again, Pravince, for being part of this channel. Stay tuned, folks, for any upcoming product interviews.